All right, so we have another guest for our members podcast. I want to welcome Liz to the show. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Bella. I'm Liz Frydman. I'm a wellness coach and a meditation teacher and a yoga instructor.
Great. Yeah. And can you tell us a little bit about the business that you're running?
Absolutely. So my company is called Liz Coaches, and I offer a few different programs. I do one-on-one wellness coaching, so that moves clients forward in their health goals. And I also I do wellness workshops, so anything from yoga to aromatherapy to Reiki, whatever the employees at the organization need. Yeah. And I also do consulting.
Great. And so what would a wellness coaching session with you entail?
Good question. Yeah. So I do integrative health and wellness coaching, and it's a very specific framework that helps people make sustained behavior change. So a session could be in person, it could be virtual, and the first session's 75 minutes, and it's really to get to know the person in front of me, to get to know what they value, what's important, their goals, their aspirations, and then we really focus on a core area of health. So that's sleep, movement, relationships, spirituality, nutrition, etc. And from there, they set a goal, like a longer-term goal, 3-month goal, and an action step. We take that every week, we build on it, and eventually get them to meet their goal and beyond.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That sounds so interesting. Yeah. So why did you decide to come work at your third base?
Well, first of all, my husband is here working and he loves it. Also, I recently resigned from my job. I worked most recently in hospitals for the past 3 years, supporting thousands of employees on the front lines. Yeah. And I'm in my mid-30s, working on having a family and settling down. Yeah. So now seems like the perfect time to do this on my own. And I live in Maplewood. I was actually born and raised in Maplewood, so I love Maplewood. And it seems like the perfect place to connect to local entrepreneurs and just feel really supported. Yeah.
So do you have any advice for any other small business owners?
So before I was Liz Coaches, I went as Liz Teaches Yoga. So I've been teaching yoga for 10 years. And I would say as a newer entrepreneur to doing this full time as a coaching business, my advice would be to just be yourself and to really trust your gut. So if there's a big decision to make, take a pause and listen to your intuition and just trust that the clients you want to serve and what you're good at. So actually perhaps don't even listen to anyone's advice. Some advice I have is kind of staying in your lane with those who support you too. That's really important. Keep the good people around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really good advice. Yeah. And do you have this is a very broad topic, but any wellness tips that you would want to share?
For sure. I would say work towards stress reduction, which we all know. Yes. But what I have learned in many a training, especially a resilience training, that's been really critical for my own well-being, which is one of the first steps is to rest.
Okay, yeah.
Which most people go in, right when we're overwhelmed and stressed, we press the gas. Yeah. As if that's what we need.
Yes.
But we really need to take our foot off the gas. Right. So in whatever way, brings you ease, you can get to know those strategies. So it's I say experiment, try a deep breath, try a walk, try aromatherapy, try a hug, try a text, try to laugh. Yeah. All those will help manage stress. And then I think the more balanced and regulated our nervous system is, the more we can add value. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we want to make sure that people can find you. So do you have any websites or social channels that you want to share?
Yeah. So my website is lizcoaches.com. And you can also find some free meditation classes there.
Great.
And I have a podcast, which is Liz Teaches Meditation. Awesome. And my handle in general, on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn is @LizCoaches.
Great. Well, we will make sure that Liz is tagged. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us today. And make sure you stay tuned for another episode coming soon. This episode of the Your Third Base Meet Our Members series was filmed at our podcast studio in Maplewood, New Jersey. If you'd like to learn more about our offerings, including our co-working space, dedicated desks, private offices, and bookable spaces like the podcast room, please visit our website, yourthirdbase.com. Thank you again to Liz for being our guest this week, and stay tuned for more episodes coming soon.